Hey there! Welcome to another episode of Galaxy Gardens. My name is Christy and today we're going to be talking about chickens. So let's go check it out. Before we head over there, I want to show you I got some treats and we got a couple egg cartons because we had to collect some eggs this morning. Everything has been blooming. We're hoping it's setting fruit. Rhubarb's coming up. And we are getting the girls ready for a transition. Beautiful, beautiful birds. So you can see the girls behind me. They're enjoying their snack and they're gonna get some outside time today. We have some sad news about them. We are going to be moving this year, so we are going to be rehoming the birds. And trust me, this was not a decision that we took lightly. We wanted to figure out a way where we could bring them with us, the logistics of moving them. But the reality is that where we're moving is just going to be too far. They're going to get stressed out from transport for the distance that we're going. And they're not suited for the climate that we're going to either. So we decided the best thing to do would be to rehome them locally with someone who is looking to expand their flock, who has the ability to free range them a little bit more freely than we can, and is really looking forward to taking care of them. And we are heartbroken, especially about Bertha and Meatball, who we raised from chicks. We also raised Hairdo from chick. She's an odd one. The rest of them we got when they were a little bit older, so we just don't have the same kind of bond with them as we do with Bertha and Meatball. But it's the right decision. So that's what's going to happen. They're going to be going to their new home this weekend, and then all of this is coming down. And over the next few months, we'll still be gardening here, but we're going to be preparing this property for sale. So that's what's going on. Let's get back to some chickens. We're not dropping the girls off until tomorrow, but I know I'm gonna cry. We've had them for 6 years. We really love our birds. And I'm gonna post a picture on Instagram, but this is the final dozen. It's the next day, and of course, it's absolutely gorgeous out. Hello, ladies. Just gonna go head over here. Hello, my girls. Everyone's showing out. Hello. Oh, I'm sorry, I dropped that bag. You guys having a good day? Who are we missing? Who are we missing? Oh, we're missing Fazul. She must be lying. I got some mealworms for you guys. Hold on. Well, she came out for some mealworms. Yeah, I was telling Greg, now that we're finally making the move elsewhere, we're gonna probably have the most productive gardening year ever. We're probably gonna have the most fun New England summer ever. But we're still gonna go. So these girls, they get to their new home. They're going in about an hour, and then we'll be taking everything down. Charlie boy, it's gonna be the last fresh egg you're gonna get for a little bit, dear. Those chicken eggs. All right, we're gonna go get the girls ready, transport them, and then we'll come back. We're not gonna film that part just because it's hard enough to catch chickens and put them in the carriers that we have. So I'm just gonna avoid that, but just know they're gonna have an easy ride. They're going in the cab of my truck with us. And we're gonna have some snacks for the way. And we're only going like 20 minutes from here, so it's pretty close. Down here, these are the eggs I've been saving for the last 2 weeks. So I got water glassed eggs for days. The one on the far left that's cloudy, I literally just put that in there before I started recording. And the one on the right looks cloudy, but it's because the outside of the jar is actually dirty. So we got eggs that's gonna tide us over for a little while.
It's been a couple weeks since we rehomed the birds. They're doing great. They are in a place where they get to go free range. But it's taken us till now to find a minute to take down the chicken run and get prepped because we are moving soon. So let's check it out. I did start working on this before I remembered to film it. So we're just taking off all the zip ties. And then we're gonna roll up all the chicken wire and start taking these apart. So we're working on this like, I don't know, 10-15 minutes and about halfway through the zip ties, so we're getting there. If you could see the vision here, got trees, trees, trees. I'm gonna take that out and put some grass. So should be easy enough. Got another 20 minutes and we're making some progress. So just about got all the zip ties cut off and then we just gotta unscrew it. We ended up taking a bit of a break for a couple weeks. Now it's time to finish, so you can see Greg got a pretty good amount done already. He's just been working on it for 5 minutes. Everything's disconnected. He's just taking care of the poles. And that should be done. On the other side here, we got all of our new raised beds built. We just need to install them, so I'm working on that. I may have ordered the wrong size, but that's okay because it's not for us. And it's gonna look really cute when it's all done. So we got a ways to go. We're about half done here. It's looking good. I'll clean up all the wood after. So, got that side. And then, gonna mix some stuff around on the other side. It's gonna look good. We're gonna pull all the wood out because I don't want to step on a rusty screw. Greg got a lot done over here. So it's just getting the hard wire mesh out from the bottom. It looks good. Greg, how long do you think this took you?
I don't know, like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty fast. So once we get everything out, we gotta go through and pick up all the zip ties. So we're gonna make 2 piles. One just metal for the dump, and then all the wood for a removal service because we can't bring it to the dump. I don't know how well you can see me, but I had to get a lot of rain off my phone. It's raining again, so that's about as much as we got done. I put one more in, and then we're waiting on one small one to come in the mail. And then let's see how Greg's doing with the chicken run.
I'm so happy with how my pruning came out. There's a lot of peaches coming in. Just for example. You can see under here. Ooh! You can see under here. Beautiful. Meanwhile, it's looking good. So, get all the metal out. Gonna roll it up because we're getting rained on now. All we have to do is get those things out and level it out. Maybe put some grass seed down and it'll be ready to go. We are yet another week later. As you can see, it's not raining right now, but we're finally finished. So I'm gonna spin this around and show you what we got. Can you believe it? We just need to get a little bit of soil because you can see the ground's a bit uneven. But it's all gone. Cleared out all the wood we had, all the fencing. The girls are doing great, by the way. Checked in because they've been living at their new home for about a month now. They're doing great. They have a new boyfriend. They like him. They already made friends like their first day there. So this is good. And then when we move, because we're going very far, we'll get some new birds. But this looks great. So I don't know how well the depth change is, but yeah, I don't know how well it's coming up on camera. But should be easy. And a rhubarb. Looks fantastic. We finished upgrading all the raised beds, and we planted most everything in there. And I'm realizing that we're not going to be able to harvest like any of it. Pardon the wind. These ones we didn't replace, but we did take the wood out. So the bed closest to us is radishes and carrots. The middle one here is Casper eggplant, and over there is lettuce and chard. Around the outside we have chives, and they're a bit too faint for the camera, but we have garlic chives, poppy, sunflowers, zinnias, and some onions. Of course, we have our blackberries and chicory over here. Well, the chicory's also looking quite fabulous. Isn't that so pretty? I'll go hop over this fence. So, the only thing I'm waiting on in this bed and that one are for my fatales in orange habaneros to get bigger. So all of our potatoes are coming up. We got the tomatoes in. I transplanted some stuff, so I have anise, hyssop, and lavage. I got moved over. Tomatillos, bee balm. These are shoshitos. I did put summer squash in between everything. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully we don't overpower the peppers. But we have like cocozelle, golden zucchini, regular zucchini, patty pan squash. These are the Egyptian walking onions. One whole bed I chopped the tops off of to make the bulbs bigger, and then these ones I'm letting go so we can transplant them. But it's all coming together. So there you have it. That is essentially our entire spring in a nutshell. We switched out all of those raised beds, and they are now the Birdies raised beds. We do still have our affiliate marketing with Epic Gardening, so I'll put the link in the description for you if you want to get any at a discount. The girls are now at their retirement home, basically. They're doing great, and we're getting the yard all cleaned up. Where we live is not necessarily a place where everyone likes to have chickens, so that's why we opted to take everything down and just kind of return that part of the yard to grass for whoever decides to buy our house. I am hoping as we get towards the end of the year, we'll be able to do another gardening season with where we're moving to. So if that's a hint, we're going somewhere warm. But until then, we really need to prioritize getting all of our moving stuff together and getting the process going, because we're gonna have a very busy next month. But I'm really excited for it. What I mentioned earlier when I realized that we're not gonna harvest anything is because some things got expedited. So we are not gonna be here to harvest anything. We're gonna keep it going. And then our goal is hopefully someone will purchase our home by the end of July, at which point pretty much everything we planted, except I think for the onions and garlic, will be ready in like August or September. So, well, I do hope we get to try some of the tomatoes. One of them that we did is called a, not the scientific name, but they call it like a traveler's tomato. So it looks like a bunch of like little cherry pear tomatoes like squished together, and they can like break off a piece as you go. So that's pretty cool. There's a couple Italian varieties that I planted that are really small. We were only just able to get them in the ground last week because we had like a really cool spring. And I really want to try the Italian ones, but we're gonna see what happens. It's the beginning of June right now, and I mean, they're gonna look a lot different by the end of the month. So I hope we get a little bit of every one. The peppers, it's our usual hot peppers. We made Ivar last year, Ivar, whatever. So I'm actually growing Ivarski peppers this year. And I still have some seeds, so we can get those going hopefully in the fall, or like at the middle of the winter, where we're gonna be living soon. Again, there's so many things up in the air right now. The only thing that we really can tangibly do something about is getting our home ready. But we're excited to show you the process, learning new climates, finally gonna get to build my fruit tree collection again, because I used to have all those tropicals and I got rid of them, and I'm gonna get them again. So things are moving forward and we're really excited about it. But I hope your garden is doing fantastic this year. I really would love to see pictures if you can send them to us. But if you want to check out anything else that we're doing, you can go down to the description and check us out on any social you can think of. But until then, I hope you stay well, and we'll see you next time. Bye.